In the top stories, Prime Minister drew to attend the CELAC EU summit followed by official state visit to Taiwan. Southern Trelawney communities plead for help following passage of Hurricane Melissa, and the teacher shot by 6-year-old student awarded $10 million. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday newscast. Today is Friday, the 7th day of November, and I am Jasmine Thomas. First on the local scene. Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, will lead a delegation to Santa Marta, Republic of Colombia, to participate in the 4th Summit of Heads of State and Government of the Community of Latin American and the Caribbean States, CELAC, and the European Union, EU, scheduled for the 9th to the 10th of November 2025. The CELAC EU Summit serves as a premier platform for high-level dialogue between Latin America, the Caribbean, and the European Union, with this year's discussions focusing on strengthening political, economic, social, and cooperation ties between both regions. Under Colombia's pro tempore presidency of CELAC, the summit will emphasize a shared agenda centered on energy, digital and environmental transitions, along with advancing food security, health self-sufficiency, gender equity, and inclusive regional integration. Following his engagement in Colombia, Prime Minister Drew will then travel to the Republic of China, Taiwan, for an official state visit. St. Kitts and Nevis and Taiwan share a long-standing and fruitful partnership that continues to advance the Federation's national development agenda through collaboration in areas such as education, healthcare, technology, and sustainable infrastructure. The Right Honorable Dr. Denzil Douglas, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade, will accompany Prime Minister Drew on both engagements as part of his delegation. The government of St. Christopher and Nevis remains steadfast in its commitment to advancing the nation's global partnerships and ensuring that diplomacy continues to serve as a key driver of sustainable progress and prosperity for all citizens. The TDC Group recently held a career day at its Human Resource Department on 4th Street, Bastille. Several young persons took the opportunity to attend as they sought employment at the different divisions under the TDC Group. Tonya Kelly, Senior Human Resource Officer, gave insight into the day's event.
So today's activity is a job fair, and it's entitled the I Am TDC Recruitment Fair. And generally what we wanted to do is to provide job seekers and attendees, professionals, if they want a change of career, with the opportunity just to come in and experience us, TDC, experience our culture, experience our operations, and to find out about the different vacancies that we currently have available.
Ms. Kelly adds that it is important to TDC to provide opportunities for the Federation's future generation.
We really do value our young people. We really do believe that they are the future. So a fair of this nature is just an opportunity for us to give back to our young people.
The Nevis Limited Liability Company Ordinance Amendment Bill 2025 and the Nevis Business Cooperation Ordinance Amendment Bill 2025 were passed unanimously during a sitting of the Nevis Island Assembly on the 6th of November. The two bills, first introduced on September 25 by the Honorable Premier Mark Brantley, Minister of Finance in the Nevis Island Administration, NIA, aim to strengthen the legislative framework of Nevis's financial services sector. The amendments enhance transparency and ensure company records remain accurate, up-to-date, and fully compliant with international standards. These legislative updates reaffirm Nevis's dedication to transparency, accountability, and global regulatory compliance within its financial services industry. And now for a look at news on the regional scene. While national recovery efforts have largely focused on Jamaica's western parishes, several communities in southern Trelawney say they have been left to fend for themselves after Hurricane Melissa. Residents from Low River, Waitabit, Settin, and Ulster Spring districts bordering Manchester say they have been overlooked by local and international aid workers despite facing some of the storm's worst impacts. The eye of Hurricane Melissa, which made landfall as a Category 5 system, exited Jamaica through Trelawney, leaving behind widespread destruction. Yet residents say that while neighboring parishes have seen visible relief operations, their communities have been largely overlooked. On the international scene, a former Virginia school teacher who was shot by a 6-year-old student 2 years ago has been awarded $10 million in damages by a jury. Abigail Zwerner was seriously wounded and required multiple surgeries after the incident. She testified during her trial that "I thought I had died." Ms. Zwerner filed a $40 million lawsuit against the former assistant principal of the school, Ebony Parker, saying Ms. Parker failed to act when she was warned that the young boy may have brought a gun to school that day. On Thursday, the panel of 3 men and 4 women sided with the former teacher that Ms. Parker's lack of action was an act of gross negligence. And now for a look at the weather. The present weather across St. Kitts and Nevis is cloudy skies with showers in the vicinity. Winds a gentle breeze of 9 miles per hour from the northeast. Seas are 1.5 to 2.4 meters or 5 to 8 feet, with swells reaching 1.5 meters or 5 feet. The high surf advisory is in effect. Weather forecast for St. Kitts and Nevis: partly cloudy with cloudy spells in the 70% or a high chance of showers and the 20% or a slight chance of thunderstorms. Weather tonight: partly cloudy with a 50% or a moderate chance of showers. Sunset this evening will be at about 5:38 and sunrise tomorrow is set for around 11 minutes past 6. And that brings us to the end of the Midday Major Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jasmine Thomas. God bless you.